So let's talk about the Pacifier with Vin Diesel. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D. So this time around, I bring to you a review of the 2005 family action comedy flick The Pacifier, released by Disney and directed by M. Shankman, who recently directed movies like The Wedding Planner, A Walk to Remember, and Bringing Down the House. Of course, this was one of the two flicks he actually did, because later on that same year, he would go on to direct Cheaper by a Dozen 2. The film stars Vin Diesel along with Lauren Graham, Faith Ford, and Brittany Snow, plus Brad Garrett, which Disney co-produced along with Spyglass Entertainment. Anyway, well, despite the film kind of got dissed in ways, the film made almost $200 million worldwide. So, our story starts out with U.S. Navy SEAL Lieutenant Shane Wolf, that's Diesel's character. He's assigned to rescue Howard Plummer, a man working on a top-secret government project from a group of Serbian rebels. Shane and his team successfully get Plummer off an enemy boat. However, while boarding the helicopter to escape, the team is attacked by the enemy, and Plummer is killed. Shane is wounded, spending 2 months in the hospital as a result. At the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland, Shane's commanding officer, Captain Bill Fawcett, explains that he has been assigned to escort Plummer's widow, Julie, to Zurich, where his safety deposit box has been discovered to retrieve the contents. Meanwhile, Shane has been assigned to stay at the Plummer residence in Bethesda to search for Plummer's secret project called Ghost, and look after the family's 5 children, Zoe, Seth, Lulu, Peter, and baby Tyler. The kids proved to be difficult to handle, even with the help of Nanny Helga, who quits when one of Zoe and Seth's pranks intended for Shane goes wrong. Meanwhile, in Zurich, Julie and Fawcett receive word of Howard's deposit box. However, she must provide a password to access it, which she does not know, and she and Fawcett end up staying longer than expected. She eventually begins to discover the children's problems and resolve them, gaining their trust after saving them when their house was attacked by ninjas. Later, the school's vice principal, Dwayne Murney, informs Shane that Seth has cut and dyed his hair, has a Nazi armband in his locker, and has skipped every wrestling practice for a month at home. Seth tells Shane that he only joined the wrestling team because of his father. And after Seth sneaks out of the house and meets with what appears to be a group of neo-Nazi youths, Shane follows him to the town theater, where he learns that Seth has secretly joined an amateur production of The Sound of Music. Specifically, he has the role of Rolf Gruber, a Nazi, explaining the armband and hairdo. The director quits and as he believes that the show will be a failure. Shane volunteers to take charge of the show, take care of the house, give Zoe driving lessons in the family minivan, and teach Lulu and her fellow Firefly Scouts martial arts to defend themselves against rival Boy Scouts who enjoy bullying and harassing them. As Seth quits the wrestling team, Shane challenges Murney to a wrestling match in front of the entire school, which he easily wins despite Murney's show of bluster. The Firefly Scouts used the skill Shane taught to beat the rival Boy Scouts, and Zoe and Shane share stories of their fathers, both of whom died in similar circumstances. They are interrupted by a phone call from Julie, who has figured out the password, My Angel, which was engraved on our wedding ring. Retrieved a 2-pronged key from the box and is on her way home. The kids immediately plan a welcome home party. That evening, Shane discovers a secret vault underneath the garage, which requires exactly the type of key that Julie and Bill retrieve to open. When Bill and Julie arrive home, he and Shane go to the garage where Shane says he is rethinking his career. The two armed ninjas from before arrive and pull off their masks, revealing themselves as the Chuns, the plumber's North Korean bakery owning neighbors. Suddenly, Bill knocks out Shane, revealing himself to be a double agent. Mr. Chun binds, gags, and guards the children, while Bill and Mrs. Chun take Julie down to the vault. They open the door, but a dangerous security system prevents them from proceeding. Mrs. Chun loses her eyebrows to the system's flamethrower. Alright, now to the ending. You know the procedure. 5 seconds to stop. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below to avoid any spoilers. If you've seen the movie, please continue on after the 5 seconds. Thank you. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. The children escape and awaken Shane, who tells them to call the police while he goes to the vault to help Julie. Mr. Chun follows them in Bill's car. With Zoe at the wheel, the kids force him to crash. Shane gets past the security system using the Peter Panda dance Howard had used to make his son go to sleep each night. When he does that, that's pretty darn funny. Yep. Julie knocks out Mrs. Chun, and Shane's voice activates the final vault, knocking out Bill with the door. By then, the children have lured a large crowd of police to the house. Mr. Chun arrives and holds all of them at gunpoint. Shane notices the school principal and his love interest, Claire Fletcher, right behind them. Having followed the chase when she saw it pass by the school, Shane distracts Mr. Chun with the help of Mr. Plummer's family pet dog Gary, and Claire knocks him unconscious. With Bill and the Chuns in police custody, Shane and the plumber say their goodbyes, and Shane and Claire kiss. At Seth's performance, it is revealed that Shane has retired from the Navy and joined the school staff as the new wrestling coach. Murney, dressed as a nun, also performed in the play, singing "Climb Every Mountain Off Key." End of story. So what did I think of The Pacifier? I want to say it was a pretty funny movie. Now, I was intending to revisit this before this review, but unfortunately, it somehow disappeared off Disney+. Plus. You see, this is why I hate when streaming services drop something without a moment's notice. Well, Netflix always informs us. Well, I get words on Netflix, certainly. Disney Plus doesn't. I don't like that. So I am forced to have to do this without revisiting this, unfortunately. Sorry, everyone. I don't mean to. But I have seen this a few times when Stars premiered this movie 15 years ago. And I'm gonna say it's kind of funny in ways. I mean, I like Vin Diesel. He's pretty good as Shane. I like Brittany Snow as Zoe. And Max Theriot as Seth. We have Morgan York as Lulu. Yeah. We have twins playing Peter and Tyler. Yeah, can you believe that? That's really something. Lauren Graham plays Claire. Of course, she was still currently big on TV's Gilmore Girls at the time. Faith Ford plays plays Mrs. Plummer. And Brad Garrett plays Vice Principal Murney. That's really something. Well, the story could have been factually a little bit better. The story has some hits or misses, but it's mostly an okay, good movie. So, and well, the cast was pretty good actually. It did have some pretty good characters, and a pretty good score by John Dabney. So, would I recommend The Pacifier? Well, I'd say go ahead, give it a try. But if you have seen it, good. Tell me what you thought about in the comments section below. If you liked the video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel as well, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of something I had been wanting to try and review for the for over a year now, and that's The Punisher 2004 with Thomas Jane and John Travolta. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, check out these two Adam Shankman films I have already reviewed. The upper left hand corner, excuse me, the left hand corner in the upper corner is my review of Shankman's first film, The Wedding Planner, with J-Lo and Matthew McConaughey. The upper right hand corner is my review of his second directorial flick. That's A Walk to Remember. Don't worry, I'm intending to review Bringing Down the House. I was going to do that last month, but it's on hold at the moment, so I apologize. Or if you like this movie, go to the bottom left-hand corner for my spoiler-free review of Yes Day, now streaming on Netflix. In the bottom right-hand corner is a button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.